Welcome to Automate Dream Job. Everyone is doing good. Thanks for watching every time. Stay tuned for this more job information. Now, we have been seeing the last video about what are the most important interview questions to crack into our dream company, TCS. Now, we have to be continued of this interview questions over here. We have been seeing how do you count the number of each character in a particular string. We have achieved through the hash map concept. Now, let us walk through to the different concept over here by using a different approach. Consider if you have a question over here, and if you don't have a club over here, even it is not at all formatting. Please press Control Shift F over here. It automatically go and get the formatter. If you want the multiple commented lines, backslash star enter, and this is the program we have to be using. This class we are is used to uh, pass the info about count of each occurrences in a particular string. You can mention at the rate of a date, and the date formatting should be like this. So please make sure and make it as a save over here. So what I have been done, go to the main method. There is no change in the main method. It automatically will be clearing over here. Now I have been printed is the 256, the maximum character. Why? Because we do have the like the ASCII size will be the 256. So that is the reason we have been hard coded the 256 over here. Then over here, just to have a count array over here. And then this is the line, what it will do, whatever the input you are passing, it is go and get the input of the particular string and store in the line. As usual, we know everybody, every time we are using the for loop, let us go on the for loop, same syntax for int I equal to 0, I less than len I plus plus. Now what I have to do here, I have to count each and every character. Now I equal to 0, I less than 5, we will be considering. From the 0, it will go inside. Count of str at char at of I. What could be the char at of I? So char at of 0 will become inside automate. So A could be the. Then what it will be doing? We are having the one more character string, character array. So in this character array, we get the string. Now we are comparing the ch of I. This means ch of 0 is equal to that what comes str character of I, a. So this is the ch of 0 will be the a. So find equal to 0 because still I didn't find any number of the occurrences. Then now comes into the inside the nested for loop. For j is equal to 0, j less than I, j plus plus. Now you have to comparing that string char at of I and string is equal to z. So if it is ia double equal to, then it will be coming as the next u, then automatically find plus 1. Otherwise what it will be, it remains the 0. Like that, if it could be automatically go and here and there, it will go and evaluate each and every criteria. The occurrence of the a, this many times it has been occurred. Occurrence of the u, it has been occurred 2 to 3 times. Like that, it will be coming. Most probably everyone started using this method only every time. Let us execute. Okay, now what happens? A occurs one time, U occurs one time, T2 0 1. So like this is the output you are getting here. Now, the important question I have been so far seen in the last a few interviews, mostly they will be asking to draw the hollow diamond. What is the hollow diamond? Nothing, it should be the diamond. However, the diamond has been there, it will be printed as the diamond over here. So if you want, hollow diamond is the structure of the diamond shape. But if you want to print it over here, instead of the star, if you want to print 5, it's fine. If 10, that's also fine. The most important recent interview question over here. If you don't know, if you don't find the logic, please, I'm trying to explain you in very detail over here. But still, if you are not understanding, please let us know in the comment. But still, I'll go ahead and explain this. Straightly, I'm go out to the main method. Here, I'm going to get the scanner over here. Why I'm using the scanner? If they don't want to print in the star, they always go to print in the hash. If they want to print it in the thing, that's also fine. I'll go ahead there. How many number of the rows you need? So if you need 10 rows, okay, then I make it as a 10 row. Now, what I have to do, character symbol. So what is this character symbol will be doing? It is reads the symbol from the user, what has been done over here. The same for loop, we are using the two different for loops. One is for I, one is the different, what is the rows you have been specified, and second one we are comparing to the j is equal to I. Then means I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 1. Then I have to compare both criteria. So that I have to print, and I have to print into one single space. I have to print that. Then comes into that another thing. What is the symbol you should come if you want to start? Then fine. It will be present in the upper side. So first, what we are doing, splitting the two half into the diamond, the upper triangle we are covering now. So in the upper triangle, what we have done, so we have been using the two for loop. One for loop we are using for identifying the particular row size, and second thing we are comparing to the particular j less than or greater than I over here, and j minus minus. One is post increment, another one is post decrement. Now comes into the part of, now j is equal to 1, j less than I minus 1 within the bracket into 2. This is a formula, because the reason, it will be go the upper side of it, because it will be have to lead the direction. That is the reason I have been put it into make it as an into 2, that is multiply by the 2 over here. Now I'm printing over here. Now I made it as I equal to 1 because I want to make it as the upper triangle of the star, and I consider star that should be present in over here with the following of the important terms, how we have to do that, like that should be the I is equal to 1, then it should be comes in the center of the part. Okay, now that's also fine. Now what we have to do, now we have to come down, then only it could be possible, because it should come down, because the from the a b c and before in the down we are going with the e and c. So abc has been about to complete, and we are already going the abc. Okay, now comes into the a b to c. So what it will be doing, so if I the second line should go, that is the slash in we have been given, and then we are going with the lowest section of the sim. Same thing you're going to repeat in here. You didn't do anything. So wherever you are putting over here, opposite to that, if I less than is equal to rows, then in the below what you have to do, I greater than equal to 1. Like that. Like that, the same formula, I minus 1 into star 2, like that same formula you have to print over here. So let us walk throughout the different kind of an output, how it comes. So now I'll execute the program. It will be asking how many number of the rows you will need. I'll say the 5 number of the rows, and enter the symbol what you want to print. I print a star. Okay, enter. So it will be prints a diamond. Okay, let us explore. If I go and give one row, and I want to print one. So nothing, because you want to print only one row. Now one row has been printed. I'll go ahead. Now I'll go to print 10 rows, and I want to print the 10 numbers. So it will be done. So when you started typing over here into the 10, that is the double digit, the first digit will be considered over here. The reason we couldn't able to put it the whole things to be into the one part of the clock. That is the reason we have always mentioned intent to do that with the one thing. Okay, let us type with the some special characters. I want to print 5 at that. So you hope you got an answer. So these are the important questions they will be asking. What is the reason behind to that, the hollow diamond? Because the only thing like everybody started asking about this question, because you should know the logic, how deep you are into the Java concept. Even as an automation tester, why we basically need the Java coding. If you identify the logics over here, you could be able to easily tackle out to your expert collections and all everything at one part of the time. That is the reason we ask you to do them very strong in your coding. So if you walk through this complete video, then you will be must clear the Java coding part, definitely. Now let us go to the next part of the interview question. Okay, now what they will be doing, please print the numbers from 1 to 100. If you are not without using any for loop or something, you should use with the help of the SOP, or if you do condition, that's also fine. Without using any inbuilt method or things, you have to print the from 1 to 100. So what you have to do in this case, so you have to frame one new different method, print number. What is the number they have been provided? 100. So if number less than is equal to 100 and system out.println num plus what is the number we are passing over here, it is gone print over here, print num, it will be calling the default that the particular method. So and then we are passing from the main method. Why I have been created everything into the same, why because under the main method itself I could be able to do this, right? Why should I want to have some different method? Because the reason, every time you could not able to ask your main program to be executed each and every time. You could not do that. If you want you to do that, because if I have the separate method, then in the method itself you can able to call the invoke the method. So if the print number is there and you can call the print number now, there is no issues. If the main method is there, how do you call the main method repeatedly? They couldn't able to do that. That is the reason I have been framed. If you want to do the main method, then you obviously should use the for int I is equal to 0, I less than is equal to 100, I plus plus, then SOP, whatever the number it come, I automatically comes I plus plus plus, it should be comes in that the way, right? So we don't want to separate numbers. They should not, the requirement itself, you should not use a for loop or any inbuilt method. So that is the reason we have been framed one new different method and worked on it. So let us explore how it has been working. Okay, now consider they will be asking you the question. Instead of the less than symbol, if I put greater than symbol, what is your output? You know this program, now you understood the logic. What could be the output? Exactly. So we will be getting the exception because it is goes infinity. Let us explore. We didn't get anything. Why it's so? Now num is 1. 1 is greater than or is equal to 100? No. The condition itself was it doesn't go and it got terminated. Now, if I have been said the answer infinity, then what could be the question? Yeah, obviously. So if I have to do like this, and num less than or is equal to 100, if you execute, this is the exception you will get. The reason why we are not getting this exception, because always you are printing the number doesn't have any incremental over here. Number always remains the one, it doesn't change. So the Java itself doesn't know like how long this loop is going to be executed. That is the reason what we have been doing. We always make it as a plus one. If I go on plus two, if I give plus two, what is your output? They will ask you. See, it could be printed in the terms of odd numbers. So if they ask you, print the odd numbers, please use this the same program over here. So this is where the print numbers, which is going to give you a detailed explanation about each and everything, however you want to do that. Now let us go on to explore into the next set of the question. So remove the character. So I want to remove the character. So whenever you are opening something in your editor, ensure uh, please be ensure like you should not be a part of it, and please close all the windows. Please open a particular file which you are working on that, because during the real time also when we are started to debug for someone, what happens, they will be opening the hundred of the files. If we open control shift R, we don't know like where the program has been exist. So please close the program. Whatever, if you are working for the 5 different programs, well and good. Please open that particular things. Don't open each and everything every time. So whatever the things we know, please do it. Then only you could also able to understand what is the part is coming over here. Now come over here. So I want to remove the character over here. It is nothing but it is going to be create a work white space. That's my question. That's my business. If they want to do that, please understand what is this question. If they ask you to do this, please debug here. Definitely, you have to say it is a removing the white space. So India is my country should come. We are not removing any character over here. Then why my programs looks like it and why I am saying this is a removing the character? That time you have to write this concern to the interviewer. This only removing the white spaces because you should know like what is the logic behind that by seeing the two set of the lines of the coding. That what the interview always expect you. Even though programming file name doesn't matter, file name conventions always relevant to what you are doing. Definitely it should be there. Now the file name itself problem, if it comes into that, we should, why should I want to believe the interviewer? We always focus on that, that the part of the interview, interviewer saying like that the file name as well as your whatever the things you are doing, it is entirely different, so you should not accept it. So you have to say it is a removing the white spaces. Now you could be able to see what then what how do you remove the duplicate character in the string? Okay, now definitely go to the main method. Our channel is automate dream job. I have been put everything duplicated over here. I changed into the character array and I try to get the length of the particular string over here. Now I have been formed the remove duplicate. If you want to transfer to the particular method, please click control and go remove duplicate. And if the remove duplicate, we are passing the string array over here, and now one more thing, length over here. So instead of this string, if we are passing string one, definitely it throws a compile time error because this str1 has not been declared or defined over here. So str should be there. If you are changing str1 over here, please change here also, then your error won't be there. Then you have to change here also. It doesn't matter, whatever it comes, it will be there. If it comes into the automate, if it comes as a dream job, that is also fine for us. There is no issues. Okay, now coming to the remove the duplicates. Always the duplicates, make it as an index equal to 0 because we whatever the starting point could be there, and we make it as an index as a 0 over here. And then now it comes into the part of for int I equal to 0, I less than len and I plus plus. And one more for loop. Before to that, we are defining into G, and if string I of I is equal to string J. So what it will be doing, this will be comparing the two index and break it out. If it is a J is equal to I, it will be go and addition over here, and it will be saying like it is the removing the particular duplicate of the particular array, and we could able to delete it. So let me explore with the help of the console over here. So let me execute this program. Okay, our channel is autumn job because it has been deleted. So what happens when it is going to over here, it go and check over there whether it has been repeated double or it has been thrice, it has been repeated. So those instances it is go and explain over here. So definitely it could help you for that. So this is the another thing. Then they will ask you, how do you remove the first and the last character of the particular string? That could be the major important thing. So simple, we are using the substring concept over here. 1 comma string of length -1. You don't know what could be the last character. We should not be hard coding is the 10 or something. What is the string length? -1. So 1 comma -1, 1 -1 0. So that is what we are doing that. So this is what we talk about this, remove the first and last character. And then we will be going with the removing the duplicate by using an array concept. So let me explain over here. Consider we have a concept here into the array. So in the array, we have the duplicate number over here. I'm going to get the length by using an array concept here. By using the remove duplicate the elements, we are passing the array as well as the length over here. So here itself I'm passing the for loop over here to get out the output of the particular thing. So there is a remove duplicate elements, always go to transverse to the particular things, and we could able to get the this is could be the if n equal to 0, and like, it is kind of in a pipeline symbol comparing to the both of the things, and it will go and check with like it is both are correct, then you should the returns the in. And int the array declaration temp we have been done, so new int of n. So whatever it has been done, I can understand it's somewhat complex, it should be even though you have to understand about the array concept, how you are dealing with the array, because it's not only they will provide you the string, even though they could able to give you the array also, because everyone knows on that, because in the one of my past interview also they have been asked this is the question. So that is the reason I'm talking about more on this. So what happens if int I equal to 0, I less than n minus 1 I plus plus. If array I of not equal to array I plus 1, then temp j plus plus is equal to array of I. What happens, this the temp will be having the holding the array of new int of n. So what it will be go and do that, it will be go and store it out over here, and temp j plus plus is equal to array n minus 1. And finally we are having the one more array, and we are comparing that and getting that output. Let us explore. Now we got this. Now I try to do this with the higher numbers also. Okay, no problem. Now I am trying to do the string. It won't allow because it's already passed over here. It is an integer array. Now I press 88, 89, 78. Sometimes they will ask you to give the space and give. So don't, it won't accept. Okay. Now I'll be running this program. Okay. Now you got it something over here. I think so. So this could be the part of this removing the duplicate characters over the array. So this is the over the concept of the second part of the important interview questions so far we have seen here. Uh, and we will be continuing into the one more video here and about the whatever the next interview questions part interview. And thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. And if you do have any comments, if you want us to add some more programs over here, or if you want to share the interview experience, always we are into the Insta page of Automate Dream Job. And still we are started to existing over into the comment line. Stay tuned over here and see you. Bye bye. Have a great day. Thank you.